I am Matt Miller, owner of 1984 Studios. It's a kind of creative agency, production house. We focus on making films and art shows, and I don't know. We're trying to create an artist community that's built on each other, connecting clients to creativity in all sorts of aspects. And so we're interested in working with all types of media, digital content creators. And, we're also trying to provide a platform for content creators because it's expensive, and so if they have a place to come and create, they can come here. So here, I get a message from my CPA, and they're like, hey, if you bought any Bitcoin, let me know. I think the government's going to start tracking that. And so I was like, okay, why would she ask me that? And I bought just like $100 back then, and it was sitting at $500 whenever I
I was gonna say, you got a really good buy.
And I was like, what is going on? And so I started paying attention to crypto a little more, and then I'm seeing NFTs, and I'm like, this is insane. What is going on? And Antonio comes through my door one day, and he's just like, NFT, crypto that, crypto this, do you want to animate? Do you want to make NFTs? And I'm like, yes. So I just started learning from him and learning from online, and trying to figure out how to do an NFT show that was going to be interesting and kind of showcase how it can work, because right now, especially in Oklahoma, like you said, we're 5 years behind everybody. There's no one who's like, well, this is what an NFT is, this is what you can do with an NFT. We have been building this virtual show for the last month and a half, and we'll start to establish a Oklahoma NFT market on 1984 Studios Marketplace for OpenSea. OpenSea is a huge NFT platform that actually hosts a lot of the bigger, I don't even know what you call them, platforms like Rarible and stuff like that. I took that in, adjusted it, and then, yeah, that's cool. But also, let's bring some creativity with that. Let's bring other people's opinions on it, and let's look at it in all the different ways that we can. A solution for a client. And it doesn't have to be a design or a video, or it's let's sell something. Let's make a product, But yeah, that's just kind of how I go. And then so a creative problem comes into my way. I've worked with a client who he wanted to be kind of this social commentary kind of person, and so we had to build a persona, we had to build a website, and we had to edit down all his content and figure out how to release him as this social commentary kind of person. And so having a challenge like that, he didn't know who he was, he didn't know what he was doing, he didn't have a goal, but laying it all out and showing him the directions he could go just inspired him in a whole way he's never been inspired before. And we have these long discussions about spirituality and politics and just the bigger picture in a sense. And so we'll spend part of our time talking about a lot of that, and it's kind of cool to see that dynamic from a client. If you've got an influencer that you're like, wow, they would be great for my brand, you should definitely work with them, because they're like a direct line to your market, and it's shifting thoughts about that to the market here is hard. It's really hard to go, well, why am I paying $500 for this person? It's well, because he's going to tell 2.5 million people about your product. That's why, and they're in your demographic. It's kind of weird for them to fathom that. They're like, well, I could just do the demographics and advertising. So thanks for having me. This is great. I definitely want to come back and do this again. I'm a little tired because I had a late night at work last night, but I'm going to come back and I want to thrash on this computer some more. So let's do this again.